This is Meerkat in for D7 on the broad market review for the 23rd of June 2016. Well, today is the Brexit vote day, and the polling stations will be open till 5 p.m. Eastern Time, just about at the time I get this recording posted. And we won't have any results until late this evening, with final results expected at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, which will be 8 a.m. in London, just in time for the FTSE to be open for pre-market. But the U.S. markets certainly thought, hey, it was a boom day here in the U.S. Everyone's anticipating that they will vote remain. Let's take a look here at the numbers for today. We got the S&P 500 up 0.96. We got the Nasdaq up 1.5%. We've got the small caps up 1.6%. And look at bank up 2.7%, folks. Can't go anywhere without the banks, and they are leading the way up. VIX collapsed again today there, ended up down there at 18.27, down 13%. So everyone was selling those puts today that they bought yesterday as protection for their accounts. Gold down slightly, silver up just very slightly, and oil bumped way back up another 2% here and get closed right at that $50 mark for the August contract. And so we're right back to where we were just a couple of days ago. And the trend trade, as bullish as it was, is not on. It's at 0.73. Not low enough for any action today. Let's take a look here at the S&P 500 chart. Boom, look at that sucker go. And we at 2100 resistance, which was resistance here, resistance here, resistance back here, resistance back here, and working our way back up. We're now within a 1.5% of the all-time highs here, up to 3130 area. And then we have the Nasdaq here, and that big boom here, and it closed above its 20 moving average. Here was below the 50 moving average yesterday, and we're above the 4900 here on the Nasdaq. And the small cap Russell, check at that chart here. Boom, it was stuck under all of these moving averages until today. Boom. And how about volume? Let's take a look here at the volume on the SPY. Look at that, last 2 days, higher than average volume just by a smidgen, but we were declining value here when we first started to come up. Now the last 2 days the volume is coming back. They just reported that the cash amount held in the brokerage accounts is the highest level since 2011. So a lot of them expect that if this vote does go remain in the union, then that a lot of people start investing their cash back in the market. Let's take a look at that VIX. Boom, look at that, all the way up here when everybody was buying those puts to protect their accounts. Today they were selling them all right back. They figure that it's over. But folks, for me, it's a little bit early. Now I have to say that before in pre-market I did take my hedges off that I had on as I saw the market was up, and then of course I'm trading the markets in the morning. I left my hedges off until the very last part of the market here. I put my hedges back on for overnight because we don't know what the outcome is going to be. As a matter of fact, in Britain, it is illegal for them to do exit polling, so there's a blackout period here right now for data until they start reporting the results after the polls close. Let's take a look here at bank, and sure enough, kaboom on bank. Man, we can't go anywhere without banks. So we've been stalled here for a while, and now boom, right back up. Now we're back to the same level we were 2 weeks ago in bank, in the S&P, in the Nasdaq, and in the Russell. We're all right back to where we were 2 weeks ago. The threat of the exit vote, pulled down on the market, but now that threat appears to be in the distance. But again, we won't know till it actually happens. So the markets were bullish today. We are starting to be in a bullish uptrend, but we have this vote hovering over our heads. We don't know the exact outcome, so I personally am hedged and will be until we know what the outcome is and we know what the world's market reaction is going to be. Everyone, trade safely and trade well.